Hello everyone, my name is Siege
And
and
the
welcome
ones
to
that see it
today's video.
happen
In this
freak
series,
out
we review games that I
and try
have
to
played
forget
in
what
the
they saw.
channel in the hopes of answering the question, should I play this
I'm
game?
here.
This review will be based on my experience playing the game, so
Why
please
did you
take this
bring
with a
me
grain of
here?
salt. Now, without further ado, let's get on to the review. We are going to review the
Hello?
game using 5 different
Anyone
parameters.
here?
Gameplay, which includes mechanics, difficulty, which includes satisfaction, graphics, the story and how immersive and engaging it was, and finally, replayability or how much more can the game offer past the first walkthrough. So for the story, Control is an action-adventure game developed by Remedy Entertainment and published by 505 Games. You play as the game's protagonist, who is Jesse
Did I
Faden,
lose you there for
a
a moment?
government agent of the Federal
You know
Bureau of
what's on my
Control.
mind.
You're looking for your brother Dylan, who was taken by the FBC, or Federal Bureau of Control for short, when you were kids. And as you play through the game, you learn more about your past, as well as the history of the place. You also learn about objects of power, which is the game's way of presenting you with your abilities. We also have what you call altered items, which is this game's way
Oh,
for mini bosses.
there you go. That was not that hard.
If you are familiar with the SCP and its creatures, then you will see a lot of similarity with this game. Okay, so the game in its story is very cryptic, and you really have to read a lot into the game's lore.
The same gun.
For any of you who also play the game, I would like to hear more about the game's story, so leave a comment down below and I will make sure to read it. Now
Okay.
let's move on to
Now I
gameplay.
have a gun.
The game really excels in incorporating the gameplay and mechanics within the story. While playing the game, I did not feel like you are in a tutorial, but more of that you are exploring the story and discovering things as you go. I did miss one mechanic while I was playing through the game, but I was able to get it midway. The game also has an upgrade system where you use resources to improve the skills that you have. You get extra abilities through this way, and this makes the game a bit more easier to manage, especially for those that are not very good with shooting. It is not a requirement though, and this opens up some possible challenge runs, like maybe a no upgrade run or possibly a melee only run. You also have to use crafting materials to upgrade your weapons, and this means that a bit of grinding during some parts of the game will be useful in case you find yourself getting stuck. During my playthrough of the game, I maximized the use of the launch mechanic as it was very powerful in dispatching the enemy and it was very fun to use. For those who are planning to play this game, I would also try to suggest playing around with the seize mechanic, or would you call it like a mind control, as well as with the melee, as I see a different style of play with these skills. In terms of difficulty though, the game is a third-person shooting game and therefore depends on your ability to have a very good aim. Unfortunately, shooting games are not my strong suit, and these showed the number of deaths I encountered within this game. I died approximately 60 or
So far,
more
it's going
times
a bit
before I
easy.
completed the game, and I don't think that counts all those other deaths I had
So you
while
release the
playing the game
three
offline.
control
But honestly
pillars
speaking, with
from
enough skills, this game will
water.
not be that of a challenge, and I would think that everyone would enjoy it.
That's
Something
two.
though that I don't love about the game is how it saves progress. So the way it does this is that it saves your progress,
Jesse is
meaning
mad.
dying over and over and over again will ensure that you make slow and steady progress. Though you lose 10% of your source, which is this game's currency, it is just a minor penalty for the progress in story. I think it removes some sense of accomplishment, which is something that I really value in games. You want to make sure that the player feels a sense of
You're running in a
accomplishment
straight
each
line.
time he
That's good for
completes a
us.
certain part of the game. Now, moving on to graphics, the game is very simplistic, but still gives a good sense of quality. The environment properly encapsulates an office vibe, which is a setting of this game. Having a good rig or computer setup to play this will really pay off as the ray tracing is in this is also very much spot on. I even got confused when I saw myself in the mirror and I actually shot it. The physics engine in the game is also very responsive for a game that uses a lot of levitation and physics, which it delivers very well. The game is also able to use the environment to enhance gameplay to a certain degree. The final thing that we are going to look through for this game is its replayability. The story does offer a lot and it would be very good if you explore the game and took on it in a very steady pace. Reading the text logs in the game will give you a better understanding of how the story is progressing and also about the details in the game. After your first playthrough, there is not really much to do in the game. There is a jukebox mechanic wherein you can run side missions or fetch quests, but aside from that, if you did not clear all of the side quests in the main storyline, then you can go back and clear those after the main storyline. Aside from those, you can spend more time killing enemies and getting maximum gear for this. So that's all I have for you today, guys.
Grip.
Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And always remember, siege the day.
Wish the accent. Nothing but a pale imitation. Another one. That better be all of them.
We got her.